danger if Donald Trump gets elected again.
And Michael, I'm wondering if you can comment on the reports that millions of dollars are being withheld from the president and potentially being redirected to House and Senate races because some donors don't want him on the ballot or are waiting to see if he's going to remain the Democratic nominee.
Yeah, listen, I think I read out at the beginning of this call, or this gaggle, that we had nearly 40,000 donations during the president's press conference. July has been, the start of July has been the best start of any grassroots fundraising month that we've had in this campaign. And we're confident that as we move forward here and return the concentration, the conversation to the fundamental choice in this election between Joe Biden and Donald Trump, this campaign is going to have the resources it needs to continue to build upon the infrastructure that is already our competitive advantage in a very close and competitive election to do the work that we need to do to beat Donald Trump in November.
And do you feel like you could move forward without the big donors if they did continue to withhold those donations?
We are confident that donors, both grassroots, major donors, and everybody within the Biden-Harris coalition is going to understand the fundamental stakes of this election as we move forward and put in all the work that we know that we collectively need to do to defeat Donald Trump in November.
You three had FaceTime with the president today. How is he feeling about his performance last night, especially the two gaffes that he made calling President Zelensky Putin, and the fact that for many Americans, not just his detractors, those are what stick out? How are you guys going to campaign against that?
Yeah, Joe Biden has been making gaffes for 40 years. He made a couple last night. He'll probably continue to do so. Our opponent is somebody who every single day out on the stump is calling for a bloodbath if he loses, who's pledging to rule as a dictator on day one and is pledging to ban abortion nationwide across the country. The voters of this country are smart. The voters watched the totality of that press conference. They saw a president lead on the global stage, talk about complex issues, the ways in which he's uniting the West around Putin's aggression, the ways in which he is working on securing a ceasefire framework in the Middle East, and they saw him present a clear choice against the opponent in Donald Trump, who had just laid out all the fundamental threats that he poses to the American people. We are confident that the American people are smart enough to understand the fundamental choice in this election. And as we and the president continues to campaign relentlessly across all the battleground states, the only answer to that choice is going to be Joe Biden.
Congresswoman, why don't people